and I'm going to be doing a stream, let's play whatever, of Descent. Starting from the beginning, and let's go on Hatchet. Post-Terran Mining Corporation, Station Shiva, Earth Orbit. Post-Terran Minerals Corporation, Headquarters. One line in and I've already changed their name. And apparently our defense robots did not function to specifications. Our Pluto mining stations are now in unknown hands. Worthless bureaucrats. They'd replace us all with robots given half the chance. Briefings are awful. Air is too sterile for human lungs. Endless electric blue schematics sting the eyes, and a suit from Post-Terran whose droning voice would make Armageddon sound boring. They needed me. They had the equipment I needed. Why does this fool keep babbling? Those schematics in the background do not seem to be electric blue. We have an Israeli-made Pyro GX specially modified for this mission. Fine, let me go. Some fighter jocks worship their hardware, but I'm not the religious type. The idiot giving the lecture was practically drooling. The hardware was pretty impressive, though. AV-42 Avenger concussion missiles, pair of AG-43S, 435, it's DOS, I can't read that. Industrial argon cyanide lasers, illegally modified, just the way those hardware junkies like them. Do I really need to know the serial numbers? You will have multiple objections on the mission. You mean contradictory objectives, don't you? Destroy all infected mines. Keep the invading force from spreading further. But be sure to rescue any survivors. Destroy as many robots as possible. And each one of these objectives is the most important. Why did they have to design this mission by committee? This can only be done by the material defender in situ. Translation from Bureaucrates. They're hosed, and I'm the only one who can cut their losses. That's the trouble with working for the largest bureaucracy in human history. Hail the glorious Post-Terran Minerals Corporation. Huzzah! Our remaining defense robotics have smuggled replacement parts and weapons into the mines. At present, the invader has not been alerted. We are confident that you will have the advantage of a surprise attack, at least until you enter the mines. At that point, you should expect a heavy counter-offensive. I suppose I should be thankful for small mercies. Somehow I had the feeling that I would have no advantages at all. The strategic weak spot of the mines is their fusion reactors. They're deep in each mine, and completely automated. Normally we would be able to blow them from orbit, but all uplinks to our stations have been severed at the source. Knocking out the reactors will cause a system-wide meltdown within a matter of seconds. And when I say system-wide, I mean complete vaporization. Getting out before the mine blows should be foremost in your mind. And foremost in the minds of any poor slobs I haven't rescued yet. The information we have on the enemy is rather sketchy. PMTC intelligence comes through again. Big surprise there. The infected mines now appear to be manufacturing new robots for its needs. Most are based on the designs of common mining mechs, but expect to see completely new ones as well. Whatever has invaded the mines appears to adapt rapidly. While none of the internal monitor systems are responding, defense satellites have spotted a few of the modified mechs near the surface. Here is the latest information from PMTC intelligence. Class 1 drone. Class 2 drone. Medium lifter. Not going to see these for a few missions at least. Small Hulk. Medium Hulk. Not going to see these for... Do they show up on the second? I don't know. They're not on the first level at least. These guys don't show up until like much later. Or like level 6 or whatever, but... Emergency exit. Safely piloting a corp shop waste barge is starting to sound really good right now. Most of our information is sketchy at this point. We will continue to analyze the data you acquire and keep you updated as we can. Be aware that we have witnessed advanced intelligence in many of these mechs. It's safe to assume they will continue to develop new weaponry and behaviors as you progress. But of course you'll see the real evidence soon enough. I suppose if this were any more encouraging, they'd be shooting me right now. We are aware from your record in putting the Humans First mining strike that you can get difficult jobs done. First he tries to scare me, then he flatters me. The least they could do is bring someone else in to play a good cop. Who does he think I am? Just because I've killed people doesn't mean I'm stupid. Typical PTMC stiff. I imagine what his face would look like with my fist buried in it. Much better. If you pull this off, PTMC will pay you triple your usual compensation. Now I'm intrigued. PTMC only throws money around when they're sincerely scared. You'll also earn high recognition indeed, but recognition doesn't improve the situation. You will purge the inner planets, then swing outbound, heading for Pluto. You will be able to rearm at the orbital PTMC processing stations. Nothing about reinforcements. This is not good. I wonder who was sent in before they got around to drawing my name out of the PTMC database. Someone who wasn't ready for the task. I doubt you're aware of this, but the military division performs advanced weaponry development in several of our mines. The Pyro GX has been modified to make use of any new technology you find. It's apparent you'll need everything you can to get to eliminate this threat. Threat to your salary, you mean? The only reason PTMC hires people like me is to ensure its undaunted financial future. And we feel that you should know that intelligence reports indicate the convergence point of the robot invasion force is Earth. My stomach turned again. You'd think they would get to the important part at the start of the briefing. Of course, to PTMC, their minds are the important part. I keep forgetting that. That is all, Material Defender. Prepare for descent. Lunar Outpost MN0012 for Level 1 descent and insertion. Okay. Let me just check to make sure my controls are what I thought they were set to. Off to a good start. And this wind's clear. Level 2 laser. Still alive, huh? Be one more back here. And there he is. And let's so time to get the key. Got him. And got the Vulcan, going to switch immediately back to the laser. And we're almost done with level 1. Oh, someone came to say hi. And that's it for level 1. 42,000, nice. Score doesn't really matter. This is from back in the days when games still had scores. Level 2 is, I think I'm going to do that as a separate video because we're already 16 minutes in.